Welcome back to Becoming a Published Author is Fun. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, check out episode 8 and that will explain things. But today we are in episode 33 and we're talking about changing direction. Now this is a subject that is not necessarily popular. We all have to change direction at times, but that's something that we don't like. And here's one of the reasons right here. Fear of change. We get in a little rut. We get to the place where we're happy, our little happy hole, if you will. If you study sheep, they get into a little comfortable place on the ground and it's just so comfortable and they just want to settle there and just nap. And then as they are napping, they're starting to edging over, and they roll over a little bit, then a little bit further. And next thing you know, they're laying on their backs, their feet straight up, and they become what's called a cast sheep. They can die. Gases build up in their bodies, and they will die if the shepherd doesn't come and find them and rub their legs and get them back up on standing up, and then rubbing their legs and everything, getting that gas all dissipated, getting the circulation going and everything like that. Well, we can become a cast sheep in a sense by simply because of fear of change, even when we know that change is necessary. So if you're facing that, let me just tell you this: get over it. Face up to it. God will actually help you face up to it. If you pray it, lay it out to him and say, God, you know I'm afraid of this. Help me. He will help you. If you belong to him, if you've trusted him as your Savior, then he's going to help you. And if he's called you to be a writer, and actually he wants also called you to be a Christian writer, then if that call's there, he's also going to enable you and everything, then he will help you face up to a little thing like that. But it can be little, but it can paralyze a person into inaction. And so that is one of the things. Now, there are things that can force you to change. Sometimes God allows it. Sometimes we cause it. But he still allows it because he wants you to change. Some changes he doesn't want you to make. And he will put roadblocks in your way if that's the case. But if he wants you to make it, he will give you opportunities, and it could be painful opportunities, but he'll give you opportunities to make that change. So let's just take a look at some of them. The economy we live in today. High inflation. In fact, if you look at gas prices, they're going up and down, up and down. It's like a seesaw. The one moment it's gone up, and then maybe the president does something, or maybe some kind of thing happens overseas and causes the price to drop a little bit, and we cheer it and we say, oh good, it's going down, and then next thing we know it's going back up again. And it's been like that lately for quite a while. And so it's disturbing. It affects your daily life, and so the economy has a big impact on you. Today's economy, this year, 2024, the economy is very slow as far as selling things are concerned, especially selling books, selling services, and things of this nature. And so you have to make some changes. You don't want to stay in one spot. So you got to be open to making changes. How about personal events? Well, last year, 2023, my wife passed away. That was a personal event. Very, very personal. And it forced me to look at the economy, both the nationwide economy and in my own personal economy. And then we have circumstances. That's a pretty general word, and it really applies to just about anything can happen that you didn't plan for, you didn't ask for, you probably don't believe you needed it, or that it's fair for you to even have to go through it. Circumstances, they can be anything. But you end up with them. And that can force you to make changes in your life. So, is change a wrong thing to do? No, it is not. Change is something that's constant, really. You are always changing. When you fell in love with the person you're now married to, you probably made some changes to influence that person a little bit. Or either before, or once you got married, you definitely made some changes. You went from living by yourself to living with this person. And you became husband and wife. You became one, but there was two parts of you. And so that's a complete change in how you look at life and how you and the circumstances of your life. So circumstances can be very personal, by the way, marriage. It can also be affect your economy. You have two jobs, perhaps, and so maybe you have more income coming in. But on the other hand, you could be, depends on where you are in your marriage, you could have children. All of a sudden, your expenses go up, and maybe one of you, the wife usually, has to stay home at least for a little while to recover from the surgery, from having the baby, but also may stay home to take care of the baby. And so this will have impacts on you. And if you're a writer, you're an author, even a published author, someone who's got some experience, these things will change. They will alter your life. And so change is not necessarily always pleasant, but sometimes it's very good for you, sometimes it's bad. It depends on the choices you make. I don't have that word down here, choices. Well, we could have put just as easily, we could have put the word choice down, because you need to be careful about the choices you make. And so when you're facing these reasons for making a change, you need to come up with some godly solutions. So that's what brings us down to finding solutions. And I'm going to zoom in on one particular one. I mean, you could think of getting started itself as a writer. Do you need to take a writing course, for instance, such as basic author's training? Or maybe you know how to write and you need to find a publisher, such as Ministry Publishing. Or maybe you're along the way a little bit in your publishing, and you now into marketing. Okay, that's where we're coming to right now. It's not the only area that may need change, but in this economy we're in today, marketing is something that is changing, and you may need a lot of different solutions. It could be a simple solution, it's just simply going in and changing the cover of your book. But it could also be the pricing. It could also be how you market your book or service or whatever it is you're offering. So just using myself as an example, coming soon, and I have that right here, coming soon, there's going to be a change. Now, am I doing away with basic author's training? No way. No way am I doing away with it. That is a product that will benefit people. And I'm going to continue to market that. I might change the way I market that so to get that information out and into right hands. Am I going to do away with ministry publishing? No, I am not. In fact, I have clients that I'm working with. So, no, I am not. So, what is coming soon? Well, I'm not going to tell you today. But it is coming soon. And on May 1st, we'll begin a 7-day promotion. Now I say 7 days, it's actually 9, but we're not going to have anything on Saturday and Sunday. It'll be Monday through Friday. Well, actually, it will start on a Wednesday and be the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and then it will go to the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. I believe that's the way it goes. And so the 9th will be when it is released. It's a whole new service. And it will be under Ministry Publishing, but it's exciting and something that's got hold of my imagination. And I mean, I've really gotten into this, and I've already gotten some support from others about it who think I'm onto something. And so this is something that is designed to benefit you, my the potential client. Okay, it's something that will help you in your career as an author. And so that is something that's coming soon. Well, what about you? What are you going to do in this economy we're living in today? You have to take a serious look at where you're at. In another post I did, I do a post called "The Best of Tests," and I brought that out in that. You have to look at your past, your present, and your future. What have you done? What are you doing? And what needs to be done in the future? And so those are things that which you need to take a look at. You need to you need to apply yourself to, do some research if necessary, and find out what others are doing. You may have some favorite authors. Have they changed? If so, what have they changed? Like I said, you could be as simple as changing the cover of your book, the title of your book. Now, changing the title of the book is a little difficult, but you can do it. You virtually have to take the one out of publication and then redo it as a new title. But the thing is this, that you are going to face changes. And changes do not have to be bad. They may appear bad, but they can also be an opportunity. I heard once, and I don't know how true this is, but the Chinese word for crisis is a challenge, an opportunity. Part of it is a challenge, an overwhelming challenge perhaps. And the other thing is, this is an opportunity for you. So don't look at things always in a negative nature. Look for the opportunity. This new thing is coming soon, is an opportunity. Opportunity for me, but an opportunity for you as well. And it's something that like I said, I'm excited about. I will start the campaign on May 1st, and on May 9th it will be released in a major way. And so that is something that I just encourage you to wait and watch and see if that is something that can help you in your career. Now, are there other things that you can do in marketing? I'm sure there are. That's where you get back to that part of doing your research and studying yourself. Studying your marketing. What are you doing now? What works and what doesn't work? You probably have an idea in your head as to what's not working. Well, you can check that out. Now, there are things that you can do. You can put up, for instance, you can do what they call split ads, when you can have two different ads going at the same time, and then you compare the results. Which one is doing the better job? Another thing you can do is make a change in your current ad and just see if that makes a change in the end results. If it's a quicker turnaround that way, but it may also be longer, because if it doesn't show up right away, then you're going to make another change, and then you're going to make another change. So the choice is yours. But the thing is, you can do different things to learn about where you are as an author, where your book or service is, and then go from there. Yeah, if you've ever heard the term avatar, you can actually have an avatar for your business, for your writing career, and you say, okay, I want to market my book towards that avatar. Now, don't be afraid of that. Just because you're going at that avatar doesn't mean that people on the left or in this case the right, and then people on the left, that they are going to be missed. Studies have shown that if you aim at this person, you're going to hit on both sides. Now, I'm not going to go any more depth in that, because in the course that I teach on basic authors training, we get into that, the avatar. And I believe you can use that idea of an avatar for other things other than marketing. In my case, I have an avatar for my future employee right now. It's a one-man operation, but as this business grows, I'm projecting myself into the future here, and I say, I'm going to eventually someday need to hire somebody to help. Well, why wait until that day arrives and then all of a sudden you have to look for somebody? Get yourself an avatar now. And there's different ways for doing that. But the thing is, you need to find out who your avatar is. One way is sales. If you have sales, you look at your sales, your average buyer. Who is that? What are their likes and dislikes, so forth. You can even look in your own past and when you were younger. And so there's different things you can do to find out who your avatar is, whether it be for who you're marketing to, who you're hiring. To be honest with you, you already have, if you're a single person, you probably have an avatar as to what that perfect mate is for you. You just don't use that term. So this is what you need to do, is find a solution, a biblical solution, not one that's against what the Bible teaches. And then in marketing, look at the idea of writing a new book, or maybe having an altogether new product to go with that book, or a service, or something else that you can market to help your overall economy of your business, your career, whatever it is. So that's it for today. I just wanted you to understand what changing direction, while it is, we approach it with fear, don't let that fear overrule you. Take it to God, lay it down there, and He, if it's from Him, He will help you make that change, and He will have a better idea than you ever thought of. You have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode.